How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Camber Energy CEI. We see that it pulled back today. We did not trade it whatsoever inside of the Discord because, like I was saying, I wanted to see $1.30 hold up in regards to support, and we didn't end up getting that. But of course, I want to make sure I keep everyone in the loop on YouTube. I won't waste any more time. Let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance, and what are some levels we need to look for. Is this stock on a downtrend, and what is required for a reversal? And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. We want to know, are shorts still heavily vested inside of this play? Are they increasing their positions? Because this does have an impact in regards to the volatility we see in this stock. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. Is retail loading up on shares? Are institutions loading up on shares? Is it mostly selling that is happening? We're going to cover all that. And then when all of that is done, we'll go into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for Camber Energy. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $1.27, being down 10.56%. On the low, it tested $1.25, and then on the high, testing $1.36. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 118.545 million shares, and the average volume after 10 trading days being at 453.349 million shares. So we had well below the average in regards to volume on the day, and this does have an impact on the stock from, as you can see from its performance. Now, when we take a look at our chart, which is a 1-year daily chart, we can see from the RSI down below, it is at 44.36. When we take a look at the moving averages on the chart, we are below the 21-day EMA. We are sitting on the 50-day, but we do have strength above the 200-day and as well as the 100-day. So what you want to see going into tomorrow is seeing if it can hold up here right at the 50-day at 126. It did close at 127, but if it does break through this, then of course you are looking forward to here a downward trend where it could possibly get down here to the 200-day. In the most preferable situation, you'd want to see a bounce. All right, now as far as what we want to look for in a bullish case scenario, we can see clearly we have resistance here at $1.36, and I was talking about, hey, we wanted to see support hold up at $1.30. It was unable to do that. So taking into consideration this $1.36 level going into tomorrow, you're going to want to see some strength above it. If we see some strength above this $1.36, then we can look forward to seeing a push to where we can get to 142 and then getting to the psychological area here right around $1.50. A lot of traders will use this as an area to take profits. A lot of people will sell and so forth. So I want to make sure you're prepared for that. So if you do have a limit order and so forth, be prepared. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for CEI Camber Energy. When we see the dark pool short volume ratio, it's at 32.71, and then for the dark pool short volume just being over 27.9 million shares. As we scroll down further, the short shares availability is at 350,000 updated 18 minutes ago, and then for the short ball fee rate, it is at 14.01. As we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 12th, it was 31.78, and then the close for yesterday being at 32.71. So it creeped up a little bit, but one thing that is clear, CEI still continues to have short squeeze potential. And this is why I say, hey, you want to keep this one on your watch list. If it's able to reach those key levels like we talked about, then it's worth, you know what, giving it a look, seeing if there's confirmation. If not, then you want to make sure that you're not on the wrong end of the trade or you don't even take the trade in the first place. So now let's jump into the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for CEI. So we can see here on the inflow, it was 23.18, and on the outflow, it was 26.67. When we take a look at the breakdown, we had 7.99 on the large On the medium, we had 12.02, and then on the small, we have 3.17. When we take a look at the outflow side on the large, we have 8.00. On the medium, we had 14.62, and then on the small, we had 4.05. So overall being an outflow day. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days for October the 14th, you can see it ended up being an outflow, not a big difference there, of 7.7. So taking all of this data into consideration, we could see there was a lot of selling on the retail side. And as far as for the medium is concerned, yeah, we could see there was some buying, but again, a lot more selling that was happening. But when we take a look what was happening on the institutional side at the large scale orders, not a big difference, pretty much even down the board, a difference of 7.99 million versus 8 million. So what this tells me right away, as far as for institutions are concerned, since they make up the bulk of large scale orders, we have equal buying as well as equal selling. So what this tells me, there could be a little bit more momentum left in CEI, but I feel this is only going to happen unless more volume comes into the stock. We have been seeing the volume dying down over days now. So if this continues in this particular trend, this is why I said inside of the technicals, you want to see what it looks like on the downside, all right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to jump into the final thoughts and go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for CEI Camber Energy, I will keep this play on my watch list, but I do have alerts in regard to support and as well as resistance areas. This is how I keep track of a stock without having to watch it all the time. I get that alert and then I see what's going on. And one of the reasons why I want to emphasize this, like I was saying in the earlier parts of the video, I really wanted to see Camber hold up $1.30. It was unable to do that. But as far as a reversal is concerned, what I'd want to look for, seeing if it could hold down $1.30 and if it can make that move to $1.50. If it starts gaining a momentum above $1.50, that's when my alert will go off and I'll be like, oh, it's at $1.50, it's starting to move, and I'll take a quick look at it and see if the right setup is there. This is very key. You want to make sure as far as your game plan is, it is streamlined. This is how I'm able to keep my eyes on many stocks without having to keep watching or clicking back and forth on my computer and so on. And that's why I wanted to share that with you guys, because I know I get that question like, Dre, how are you able to keep track of these stocks? Like there's one stock moving here, one stock moving there. Set up your alerts. Now, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, this play does continue to have short squeeze potential. We already know there are a lot of shorts who are also vested in this play, and there's also many people as far as on the retail side seeing the downward pressure on this stock. They're naturally just going to sell. They don't want no part of it. They're just going to be cutting their losses. So this is why I was saying why volume is so key in regards to buying pressure. If we don't get it, it will continue to pull back. And this is why if you are choosing to trade within this play, it's something to be aware of, because there's no point getting in plays that don't have a lot of upside opportunities. There's other plays in the market that you're seeing running up right now. So there's no point wasting your time. Move on. There's always another play. I said that in one of my other videos. I'm going to say it right here again. There's always another play. So let's see if Camber ends up picking up some more energy going into the Friday. And if it doesn't, then we'll see if it picks up some energy for next week. But you guys already know I'll keep you inside the loop. Hope you enjoyed this video and we'll be talking real soon.